Today's dressage topic, less is more. Today I want to talk about the concept of less is more and how this pertains to training dressage. We often hear about these terms like lightness, self-carriage, engagement, and all this stuff is about really getting your horse very sensitive to smaller aids. So dressage isn't about you as a rider doing as much as it takes to get it done. Dressage is about doing as little as it takes, having invisible aids, and yet still doing very expressive and difficult movements. Dressage is about your horse doing more and you doing less. So then the question is, how do you achieve this? How do you get invisible aids and yet have your horse doing these amazing movements, piaffe on the spot, one-tempi changes, really, really difficult movements without you looking like you're doing anything? So I like to think of the boiled frog analogy. I don't know how many of you have heard that if you put a frog in room temperature water and gently turn up the heat little by little, the frog just lets itself boil to death. However, if you drop a frog into boiling water, the frog jumps right back out. So this is kind of how you have to train your horses. I always think of giving a very small light aid first. So say, I want a walk-trot transition. I start with just a little bit of closing my calf. That's the aid that I want the horse to respond to. Then, if the horse doesn't respond, I go right away to my boiling water. So I'll give him a tap with the whip or kick him once with my spur, but kind of go like 0 to 100 so that I get the frog effect where the frog jumps out of the boiling water. What you don't want to do is you don't want to close your calf, then wait a few seconds, then squeeze a little harder, then squeeze a little harder, then put your heel on and just keep gradually, turning up the temperature of the water. Because just like the frog, the horse isn't going to jump out. The horse isn't going to react. They're just going to make you work harder and harder, and they are going to do less and less. So, this goes for everything. For every transition you ride, for every leg yield or half pass or anything. The rein aids also is that you want to be doing less and less, have lighter aids, and the horse is doing more and more. That's really the beauty of dressage. When you see a beautiful half pass, when you see a beautiful piaffe, it's not a piaffe where the rider is kicking and spurring and kicking and spurring. It's a piaffe where the rider sits there and kind of squeezes their thighs together and all the energy is already there and the horse is just piaffing. So, really think about that as you train these horses. It's not about just getting it done. It's about the horse doing it and the lightness and the ease at which it can be done. The harmony between horse and rider comes from this lightness. I hope this helps and go to work at it. It's kind of a lifelong adventure, and as you train and become a better rider, your standard for lightness will continue to change. Good luck, everyone.